started my trip flying from Macau to Shanghai and then to Dalian. I stayed with my Beijing travel buddy Anna in Dalian. She had recently moved there to teach gymnastics. I spent a couple days exploring the city on my own during the day while she was teaching. I ate some yummy food in Dalian and loved how the city lit up at night. The evening we began our journey to Beijing was crazy. Right when Anna got off work, we got on the metro, got dinner, and got lost in an underground tunnel maze trying to get to the train station. But we made it just in time. Literally. When we made it on the train, we ate our takeout dinner. Being on a sleeper train was a really cool experience, minus the smell of cigarettes and trying to use a squat toilet in a moving vehicle. Our train arrived late to Beijing, so once we got off, we walked as fast as we could through polluted air to the hotel where we met our tour bus. Our first stop on the tour was the main tombs. We spent time walking around and throwing coins for good luck. Then we went to a jade factory where they tried to sell us jade. We ate an okay meal before our long drive to the Great Wall of China. We spent a chunk of time at the busy Dalian section of the Great Wall. Anna and I walked as fast as we could to get to the less crowded area.
Very fast.
Yeah, we push and shove.
It was a super warm day. Great for pictures, not great for crowded areas. The last stop of the day was the traditional Chinese tea ceremony. We got to try lots of different teas. Anna and I spent our first night wandering the areas near our hostel. We mostly ate kebabs for dinner. Coffee shops are now becoming more popular in China, and we were lucky to find such a decorative one that evening. The next morning, we went to the Forbidden City. The entrance was very busy, and everyone had to line up in order to enter. The inside architecture was amazing. The next stop was the Temple of Heaven. I think this was my favorite structure. Afterwards, we went to the Summer Palace. It was a huge property. Anna and I spent time walking around and taking photos. Pollution was bad that day. The next part of the tour was much needed after all the walking. At the end of the tour day, we asked to get dropped off in the shopping district. Anna needed to go to Old Navy because there are none in Dalian. We had a snack and waited out the rain inside. For dinner, the two of us braved Snack Street. It is a lively street with interesting food, and it took a lot of courage, but we ate scorpions.
What are your feelings?
Nervous, scared, and I don't want to get poisoned.
Is it fried? What, shrimp? Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
I just taste the spice, so it's okay.
Okay.
You can do it.
And we even went back for more.
We go for the second time.
For the second time, we're gonna have them.
After Snack Street, we took a long and kinda sketchy walk back to our hostel. The next morning, our tour group hiked to the top of a hill that overlooked the Forbidden City. Then we went to the zoo to see the giant pandas. We also came across art made for the 2008 Olympics. The day continued with a rickshaw village tour nearby and a traditional Chinese house tour. Afterwards, we went to the Olympic Park and a Chinese temple. In the evening, we returned to the Olympic Park. It closed right when we got there, so Anna bribed the guard with money to let us through the gates. It was very cold and windy that night, but worth it. Since that was our last night, we left our mark on the hostel walls. I left Beijing super early in the morning to catch my flight back to Macau. Anna left on a train back to Dalian. Hopefully someday I can return to the big city of Beijing again.